Diving headfirst into Estacado Athletics. You're listening to the Matador Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app.
Good Monday evening. Welcome into the High School Fan Zone. It's a little bit crazy in here today. I don't have all my computer parts. I've got the wrong headphones, but we're going to talk Estacado sports anyway because we got a whole crew in here. We got Eric Ward on the far left. I think can we see him on TV? That's all right. People know what that pretty guy looks like.
Oh, I don't know about pretty.
It looks like, I don't know if I've ever asked you, is up top, is that natural or is that?
It's natural.
There we go. We've got Reginald. He's head football coach, athletic coordinator at Estacado.
Can I get it?
Head track coach, receivers coach. What else am I missing there, Reginald? What else do I need to throw before your name?
Just head track coach and receivers coach.
And we're going to talk about one of your other titles that has nothing to do with Estacado a little bit tonight when we get into this. Introduce your two guys that you brought with you, because I think they're both you guys are. Both you guys coach these gentlemen.
Yes, sir. So to my right here, I got Iverson McGuire, and then I got the Prince Parks right here.
All right, got it. And I don't know if he told you when you talk, hold that above the silver and talk loud. I think we're hung up on something down below there. There we go. Use your outside voices. He'll adjust you as we go. Guys, thanks for coming in. I got a hold of Eric first, then I got a hold of Reginald, and it worked out because I wanted you guys both, because, Eric, you're not a track coach, but you've been a track coach, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I know you're very much invested in what these two guys, all three of these guys, do in the spring. Reginald, you guys had a pretty good weekend. Went to the West Texas Relays. Is that what you told me?
Yes, sir.
Down in Odessa.
Yes, sir.
I kept seeing stuff pop up on social media. There were a lot of smiling Estacado Matador faces on that deal.
Oh, yeah, we had a great weekend. They went down and ran a 41.94 in the 4x1. Iverson McGuire right here, he has PR'd every track meet in the 200 and in the 100-meter dash. And the Prince Parks is just a freshman, and he's a big part of our relay team.
You're just a freshman?
Yes, sir.
When you talk, the voice sounds like a little bit like a freshman. You look like you're ready to be a varsity guy.
Of course.
Is this going to be a varsity guy for Coach Ward starting next year?
Yes, sir. That's the plan.
Hopefully.
There we go. And Iverson, I know, has been around because Iverson was a headache for special teams coaches all year, and then played a little bit of defense as well. And Reginald, what you kind of talked about what you guys did, and I was thinking about, man, they've got a lot of guys back, and I kept thinking, but somebody's missing. Who am I thinking of? And then it struck me, there's a young man up in Fort Collins, Colorado, that he's doing his thing up there. So you had some parts you had to move around coming into this season.
Oh, yeah. I did have some parts. I'm proud of Sid for what he's doing. He's at Colorado State, making a name for himself. I mean, we do miss him, but these guys, they have stepped in and filled the role pretty good. So I'm proud of them for that.
Cedric's like your social media manager up there. Every time I pop up, every time I'm on Twitter, he's posting something about Estacado. You can tell he's got a little bit of pride going. So,
oh yeah.
And there's no reason not to. I was doing research on my second segment with Monterey girls because I was looking at the last time a Lubbock team was that dominant for 4 years, and it was Coach Wag's team. I think 2009, 2010, 11, 12. Man. They won one state championship, but those guys were just racking up wins. They had a really good year this year. Parker Hicks and I talked about this. They were, if your guys would have held on in that game, Friday night would have been Estacado and Liberty round 3. I'm going to assume it would have been somewhere here in town. And we need to let that happen next time. We need to get that because you guys were you might have been busy. That's what we're going to talk about here in a minute. But Eric, you were especially at the first game at their place. That was as electric an environment as it get both games, but for 32 minutes. Those two Liberty Estacado games were as good as it got this season.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. They're competitive, so are we. Exciting competition for both sides, but we got to just keep our head down and keep working.
I don't know that I ever asked you this during football season since it was still kind of a new thing, but it helps you guys to have Liberty in that district with you, and you will be for the next 2 years. You kind of got a foil right here in town to kind of play off of. You don't have to generate a rivalry against the Snyder or Levelland. You've got that new rival right here in town. You two guys talk about that. I know you played against Liberty in football. Did you get on the field against them in anything?
No, sir. I just moved here, so I'm just hoping to have a great year next year.
So you'll get your taste of it. Iverson, when you played them this year, the last 2 years, has it been a little bit more electric than maybe some of the other games?
Yeah, most definitely. The crowd was hype, pumped, and they came ready to play. I ain't gonna lie.
Are either one of you guys basketball guys as well?
I'll say.
Coach Wag hadn't tried to recruit these guys yet. A lot of his team this year was your guys. Besides Shakur and Andre, most of them were, I'm trying to think, there wasn't many that weren't football guys.
I think, it was a fair share of them, but we know we got to share a lot of athletes, and it's good for athletes to play a lot of sports, and, it's the best interest of the kid.
And you've told me this a bunch of times before. You go back with Coach Wag, so I know he's got some persuasive abilities when it comes to Eric Ward, so he tells you need some guys, he's going to find some guys. So
yes, sir.
We'll come back. We'll talk about what the Matadors have coming up on the track this weekend, and then pretty quick in the rest of the district as we get into the heart of the track season. After this break on the High School Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score.
Your inside look into Estacado sports. This is the Matador Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app.
Welcome back in. This is the High School Fan Zone. We're going to stick to talking about Texas high school sports because Reginald and I were just talking about some stuff in Louisiana, and after spending 14 years there, that place is very dear and near to my heart. I could probably spend a couple of shows just talking about that, but we'll steer clear of that. I don't think I ever picked up any accent. My wife tells me I still sound very Kansan, so I don't think I picked up any of that Cajun accent. My daughter, who's a senior in high school, was born in Baton Rouge. Every once in a while, a little bit of a sneak out. So the thing I wanted to bring up with Eric, or not with Reginald here, is you coach these guys, but you're a sports dad.
Yeah.
You've got a baller.
I do.
Brooklyn Davis, who plays for Memorial, who they had a really good year.
Yes, sir.
So that week, or those 2 games when they played, you and Jay January just kind of steer clear of each other?
I know. I still tell them, hey, good game. Hope y'all come out and get some redemption and all. But I mean, I cheer for Estacado, but I also cheer for my daughter. So it's like a house divided on those games.
That's totally understandable. The reason I was thinking about it is because you get to coach with a guy you've known for a long time. You get to kind of absorb stuff that he does and the way he coaches. Did you get to know Coach Cooper a little bit and kind of watch the way because he's closer to my age, so he's got a little bit more. I've got a little bit more experience, so I'll say he's got a little bit more experience. Did you enjoy watching him work with the girls?
I did enjoy watching him work with the girls. I mean, he knows a lot. He's been doing it for a while, so it was great knowing that he'll be coaching my daughter. So getting that level of expertise that he has and passing it on to her, hopefully it helps her and level her game up. So I was proud of that.
And they took the bar and moved it real high in year 1. So, but you got a couple of guys here that, like you said last week, already raised the bar for this year. Iverson, is that the 3rd full meet you guys have competed in, or just 2nd?
It's the 2nd.
What did you like about what you guys did? Because you were on the track program last year as well, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
We were Cedric's gone, so you take Cedric out of that equation. What did you like about what you guys did as you kind of get used to what this team needs to be able to do?
Honestly, I didn't expect us to do that good because, of course, we lost it. But Prince, he a big impact first leg, and me, JD, and then we also got Donovan coming back. Most definitely helped us, and hopefully this meet we plan on breaking that 4x1 record.
Donovan is back.
Yes.
Is he back to full speed?
I'd say he's probably 85%.
Okay.
And a lot of that has to do with conditioning, so he's still working his way into that. I think he'll be a lot better this meet.
I don't like to write about kids' injuries during the season when they're playing. Was it a knee or was it what cost? Because he missed the last 7 games in football.
So, Jatarian Hodges and Donovan broke their ankle in the third game.
Dang.
I think weeks 3 and 4, actually.
I'm not telling you any secrets here. Football, you need 22, 28, 20, however many guys. But Donovan, that was a big piece of the puzzle that you guys played without. You had a great season, but that's a big chunk of your team that you had to work around.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Donovan, we like to say Donovan attributes to probably 35% of that back end on the defense. So it was a big loss for us.
Shoot, not just defense. He was out there taking snaps. He did some special teams too.
For us. Yes, sir.
He was like the Swiss Army knife. Plus, he was just, his leadership was just there, which you can see that in track. Sometimes I think people don't think of track as much as a team sport, but when you've got a guy like Donovan, you two guys talk about that. You know Donovan Iverson, him coming back, getting back healthy. How much does that help you guys kind of morale and emotions?
It pushes us to a point where we succeed and better. So like seeing him come back from injury and he putting all the work in, showing us that he still want to be here and help us get better, just boosts everybody's confidence.
How much have you gotten to know Donovan as you've kind of adjusted to your role?
I don't know him that well, but like he shows leadership to me. And as a freshman, I just hope like I could like be confident enough to be like him.
You got speed. That's not a big secret. As I was typing in your results, you've got some depth too, and that's without Cedric. What does this team need to be good at moving forward now that you have a couple meets under your belt?
I think we just need to be better at believing in ourselves and knowing that we are fast. We put the work in, and we just gotta let it show when we show up to the meet. I mean, I trust these guys. Every meet, I mean, it's nervous. I'm watching, hoping they don't drop the stick, hoping everything goes perfect. It's nerve-wracking, but at the end of the day, I know that they're going to hold it up on their end and run as fast as they can.
Say that time again in the 4x100.
41.94.
That school record?
The school record, I believe, is 41.66.
There you go.
So we're trying to go break that.
Got something to aim for. And we didn't even talk about the 4x2. I'm going to guess that your 4x2 is still pretty good because they've been to state 3 years in a row. Am I right about that?
At the moment, the 4x2 is a little shaky right now because Donovan is not back on it at the moment. He's still working his way. I didn't want to throw him into a 200 off the bat. So, I mean, once he gets well, I think it'll get back rocking.
We're coming up on the tail end here, but the other thing when I was typing in those results, the Ryan Robinson can pick him up and put him down too. You watch him in other sports, you don't really think that, but that guy's just an all-around athlete. So we'll have these guys on again because they're getting into the meat of their season where every meet starts to mean a little bit more. So we'll come back after this break in the Plainsman Fan Zone. I think I saw Chelsea Hunter walk by, and we'll kind of recap their season in the high school fan zone on 100.7 The Score.